Good evening, good evening. Today we are going live to ask a simple, very simple historical question of where was Mecca before the 7th century? So this is very simple. It doesn't require talking about scriptures or anything like that. Simply just going for the historical method. Hello, brother brother McFatty. Is it McFatty? God bless you, brother. God bless you. So this is a very simple approach. Hit the like. Um, I will need Muslims here to help me um, in answering this question. If there is any Muslim, I'm a bit bent here. Okay. If there's any Muslim that can come up here and answer this question, because as we know, Mecca is a major trading route. Mecca, they were the keepers of the Quraysh Mecca. They were the keepers of the Kaaba. Um, that area, according to Islamic traditions, was a major trade route, right? That area done a lot of trading. So, with it being a major trade route, um, and when you look at Islamic traditions, you have the Kaaba there. You have Muhammad's father was called Abdullah. You have Muhammad's grandfather. So there are generations of people from this area that speak about this uh, place called Mecca, right? So we just want to substantiate with this, right? For example, everybody knows New York City, right? And many people travel to New York City. So you can ask many people about New York City and they will give you evidence about it. Oh, there's a Statue of Liberty, there's a river next to it. You know, they used to have the Twin Towers there, they're no longer there, and stuff like that. So there is information about New York City because the place actually existed. Um, it's not like sci fi like this, you know, like Pandora, like Wakanda, you know, these mythical places where when we go back in history, we find no information about. And I feel that Mecca is another one of those mythical places. It's like, oh, this place called Mecca where these people used to. This is all mythical because there is no contemporary evidence, or even before, even worse, before of this place called Mecca. There isn't any mention of uh, a geographical location called Makuraba. There is no mention of a prophet called Muhammad. So
Can I add
Muhammad
one
didn't
thing to
exist.
that, Christian Malik, real quick, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
And there was no mention of a place called Baca in Arabia.
And there was no God called Allah, you know, the Allah as you know it today. Maybe Mecca wasn't in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Oh, we had a Muslim here, but then he quickly ran away. Um, maybe Mecca wasn't in Saudi Arabia. Right, it could have been in New York. There's Mecca. There's Mecca in New York. There's Mecca just means sanctuary. That's all it means. There are many sanctuaries around the world, right? Many people say stories about Mecca are actually Petra Jordan. Yeah, that's like Patricia Crone, Dan Gibson, and these scholars, they mentioned that Mecca is in these places, but I don't. It could be, Mecca just means a sanctuary. For example, when you read the descriptions of Mecca, it talks about flowing water and certain plants, and how the city is gated by mountains, and they chisel houses out of mountains and stuff like that. This is not talking about Mecca, Saudi Arabia. It fits more with Petra or Hagra, the area of Yemen. It doesn't really fit with the Mecca that we have today. So, do we have any Muslims? Do we have any Muslims? Quickly, because I don't have all day Muslims. I don't have all day. It's crazy. I got 11,000. I got 11,000 followers, but Muslims don't really join. They don't really like talking to me. I mean, we went through about 400 Muslims, and they all got annihilated. So there should be more. There should be more than 400 Muslims in the whole of TikTok, and a Muslim should be a Muslim should be on point, brave enough to come here and have a discussion with me. Prophet Muhammad was an invention. Mecca was an invention. Allah was an invention, like the Chronicles of Narnia, like Harry Potter, like Avatar, and the place called Pandora, like the Black Panther and Wakanda. These are made up places. There are many myths, and Islam is another myth. I do agree with this, brother Bold for Christ. I think they get afraid your topics are difficult for them. It is. This is a difficult topic. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's so devastating. I feel that when I come here and I can easily answer biblical questions, proving the divinity of Christ, but who am I proving it to? The Christians who already believe? Or am I proving it to a heretic or a Mohammedan who doesn't care about the truth? So it's like casting pearls to swine. Because yesterday I did do a stream where I was telling them that Jesus Christ is God, and they were just being perverts when it comes to the Bible. They were misinterpreting it. The parts that they wanted to agree with, where Jesus Christ said, "The Father are greater than I," but then they didn't want to accept I and the Father are one. And then it's like picking and choosing what to accept. We have a Jew.
Yeah, but you either pick one or it's contradiction, right?
What's that?
It's a contradiction then. If he's
No,
saying
that's not the
the
topic.
Father is greater than I, and then me and him are one, that's a
That's not the
contradiction.
topic.
It is though.
It's not. The topic is
It
right
is.
here.
No, the topic is you worship a man and you think he saved you. needs a
Right.
blood sacrifice, right? That's what you
Right.
think. So you wear these idols.
Shut your mouth, pagan. Shut your mouth, you pagan. Don't come
Be
here
right back.
and try
I'll
and
be right back,
divert.
sis.
Don't come up here and try and divert from the topic. Don't come here and try and divert from the topic. You're not coming up. You're not coming up. So you're asking for something that's not going to be granted. I came here, I have a specific topic. I have a specific topic. If you can't handle the topic because you're fearful, bounce. That's all you got to do. Bounce. And it's crazy that a Muslim puts Hebrew writing and pretends to be a Jew and comes up here just so we won't talk about Islam. I know you. You have another account. You're a Muslim. You have another account. Because you're saying, we worship Allah. What Jew is going to say that? What real Jew is going to say that? What real Jew is going to circulate around the Kaaba and be a stone licker? Who's going to do that? So you're being very dishonest and very cowardly, may I add. Because if you was man enough, you will come up here and be like, yes, I'm a Muslim. I want to answer the question. Your holy place don't exist. Your holy place was made up. Nobody knows your place. It didn't exist. It didn't exist. The Muslim YouTuber Yemeni told his followers not to join Christian lives, but instead just to report them. Yeah, I've already been reported already. I've already been reported already for hate speech. So it says my live is restricted. So you guys are my witnesses. I didn't do any hate speech. I didn't talk bad about no one. I didn't insult. There was no racism. There was nothing. Do we have any Muslims? I see loads of people joining, but no Muslims want to have a discussion. Why does this topic scare you guys so much? Why? Why? I realize this. If I said, oh, Jesus is God, you guys want to come here and talk. If I do like an easy topic, Islamic dilemma, you guys want to come here. Why? Because the Islamic dilemma, there is wiggle room. You find all these verses that confirms the scriptures that came before it. The Muslim's going to say, oh, he's talking about the before scriptures from a long time ago. And then you said, what is with them? What's in between their hands? Baina yadehi. They're going to say, oh, this was at the time of Muhammad, but this has been lost. And then they're going to show you the verse where it says, woe to the scribes and Pharisees who write a book with their own hands and say that this is from Allah. And then it becomes a huge debate whether it's true or not. And it's just back and forth. But this is a checkmate. This is straight to the point. This is not speculation. This is why the Muslims don't want to engage. This is why you can see Hamza and Central Dawah being destroyed. So I'm here to teach the Christians that want to listen, don't be stuck in the noise, brothers. Don't be stuck in the noise. Because being stuck in the noise is an ongoing circle. Because a Muslim is willing to do shirk. A Muslim is willing to do bid'ah just to look good, just to beat you. They will throw Allah under the bus just to beat you. But the historical approach, there is no wiggle room. there is no wiggle room. And I go straight for Muhammad and everything about him. Mecca, the Quraysh, where he's from, his name. Did he exist? He didn't. He didn't. Any Christian who wants to come up here and defend, because I know Christians, they love to talk about Muhammad because this is their bread and butter. There are Christians that need Muhammad to exist for the shock value, right? Are you a Muslim?
He said, "No, I believe Jesus is the Lord." But you said certain people who believe what I believe need Muhammad is absurd.
Can I explain?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand.
So I'm not the only person that said this. A good friend of mine, Jay Smith, he said the same thing when he had a debate with David Wood. He said, "This is your bread and butter, David Wood, where you require Muhammad to exist so you can talk about Aisha, the bad things he done, and all of this for shock value. So, oh, how can you follow a guy who's this immoral?" And I get it, and it could work, but what if there's someone who likes the Aisha thing? What if they joined Islam because of that very same reason? What if there's someone who
I see you.
feels that the Christians and Jews should be unalived and they join because of that? So what if someone is naturally violent and a pervert? They're not going to see anything wrong with that. This is a normal human condition, and Allah permitted this. So shock value to a person who's a degenerate in the head, how is that shock value going to work if they're degenerate in the head? But if you say Muhammad didn't exist, these people who require Muhammad and his actions, they have no power to do anything, because people like David Wood, they require Muhammad to exist because his ministry is talking about the bad actions of Muhammad and how disgusting and how awful he is. Oh, your prophet, he done this and he done that, and that's what I'm saying. So that he requires, if Muhammad doesn't exist, those stories become fairy tales. So there's no point talking about them because they're not real. It's like me talking about the Marvel. Oh, Wolverine, they put adamantium in his body, and then he went around and then he had a fight with his brother, the Sabretooth, and all of that. And people are going to be like, that's not real, dude. That's not real.
Well, are you a Muslim?
I'll be weird to be a Muslim with a Christian cross and the face of Christ on my neck, right? I'll be doing shirk. I won't be a good Muslim, right?
Yeah, I think you're confused
And plus, my
because
name,
Muhammad
Christian Malik.
was.
Which Muslim will call himself a Christian
Hold on,
or a Malik? It's
hold on,
blasphemy,
sir.
it's shirk to call yourself Malik. Only Allah is Malik.
So you're saying you're God?
No, you can be called Abdul Malik, the slave of the king, but I call myself the king. I'm not God because God is not the king. God is the King of Kings. There's a big difference. There are many kings in the world,
Yeah, I get
but
what you're
Allah is
saying.
just the king.
Yeah, so you think Allah is Jesus Christ of Nazareth in the flesh?
Say that again.
You think Allah is Jesus Christ of Nazareth in the flesh?
How is Allah Jesus Christ of Nazareth in the flesh? Allah didn't exist.
Because that's what the Bible says. Allah just means God for us,
It
man.
doesn't.
We're not talking about the
It
Quran,
doesn't.
man.
Doesn't. It
Well,
doesn't. Allah is a word, a name from classical Arabic that started in the 7th century. Before that, you have Ilah in the Aramaic and Elohim. This is not a name, this is a title. And in the Proto-Arabic, you had Al-Ilah. al-ilah before the classical Arabic, and al-ilah could be applied to any deity in classical Arabia.
Okay.
That's why you have in Arabic Bismi Allah, in the name of Allah, and you don't have Bismi al-Rahman, in the name of Rahman, because Rahman is a title. Their attributes is titles.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
a
agree
difference
with the
between
Quran at all.
there's a difference between Donald Trump, a name, and a president. It's like if I say to you, "Oh, do you know the president?" And you're like, "What president?"
There's many presidents.
Exactly, because it's a title.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That the Muslim, not all of them believe that Jesus is not the Son of God. You know that, right?
You have to
Some of
show me
them
the
believe
Quran
Jesus is the
verse.
Son of God. Surah Al-Maryam, 19th chapter.
Right.
It states like this: if you actually talk to the Muslim and you ask them
I'm not
how
talking to the
Jesus was
Muslim. I don't care
born,
about the Muslims, because anyone can say anything and they can believe anything. I'm not here talking about what Muslims believe. I'm going by hard evidence. What did the literature say? Their primary sources. What does it say? Not about what Muslims
yeah,
think.
that stuff was made by the synagogue of Satan. You don't know?
What was made by the
All that
synagogue of
Muhammad
Satan?
stuff you was just talking about, that stuff was promoted by the fake Israel today. Just a long, long while ago, you know?
Muhammad didn't exist. This is a made-up character.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Christian Miller, can I
saying.
ask you a question, sir?
There was no
Muhammad is
prophet
of
called
the
Muhammad.
synagogue of
Can I ask
Satan.
let me ask you a question, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
This guy is spewing out a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with your topic. Why is he doing that?
Why does it matter?
Why is he because I'm the
Why does
moderator,
a
that's why.
topic? Why does a topic matter?
Yeah, let me help him
I'll
out.
explain to you. A
I'm saying,
topic
why does
matters
it
because it
matter?
creates
You
order.
can explain it to him when he's back in the audience.
Yeah,
He's over here talking about
a topic
Israel.
matters
What
because
does
it
Israel
creates
got to do? Yeah,
a topic
this is
matters
totally
because it
unacceptable.
creates order. So without a topic, anybody could just come up here and talk about anything. We'll be talking about who would win, Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali in his prime. The topic would completely deviate. So this is why live streams, all the live streams, they have a topic like this one. If you want to talk about the meaning of Allah, you can go to a live stream that has that topic. But when you enter a live stream, you're supposed to stick to the topic. And it's a simple question: where was Mecca before the 7th century? Right? That's what you need to do. Oh, this guy's a Muslim. You're a Muslim? Sufyan. Hello, Sufyan. They have no patience, these guys. Unbelievable. So we have no part in your filthy Allah. Amazing. Amazing. Goldie. H. Tix. Muhammad's father, named Abdullah, slave of Allah, worshipped by pagan idols. Who was Allah then? Well, Muhammad's father is mentioned in a Sirat Rasulullah. This is later traditions, and it got compiled in the 19th century. So it was after, it was after the time that I'm asking, right? I'm asking before the 7th century. If he was really Allah, there would be mention of this God, right? People worshiping him. Do you understand? So H-Tick, you're wrong, brother. Mujahid al-Islam. Astaghfar. Exactly, brother. Gabriel said, the Jews, brother. Play the song for him. Where is Allah? Yeah, I can do that for you guys. Since it's a special request, is where is Allah? Where is the Quraysh? Where is Mecca? Where is Muhammad? Prove to me that Muhammad was a prophet. Who is Muhammad? What's the name of Muhammad? That's a good one. What's the name of Muhammad? What's the name of Muhammad? Right, guys? There you go.
Yeah. Scrolls unrolled, where's the ink to the pen before the crescent rolls? Tell me where, tell me when. Sand dunes whisper, secrets caught in the breeze. Courage lost in the haze, history on its knees. Caravans carry tales, spices and gold. But who wrote the map? Who controlled the mold? No fingerprints in stone, no echoes in clay. Where was Allah before the seven suns' ray? Where was Allah? Where did he stay?
He don't exist. He don't exist.
Where was the creation, this ancient sand?
They don't exist. They don't exist.
Fairy tales written myth on demand.
Fairy tales.
A marvel dream like Wakanda's land.
Wakanda, Wakanda forever.
Minarets rise, but what's under the ground?
Nothing.
No fossils, no relics, no voices, no sound. Desert winds howl, mirage in the mist. Was the truth carved, or does it not exist?
It don't exist.
Prophets or poets, words twist and turn. Did the flame light, or did the candle burn?
Hey.
Marble panels, cosmic dust on the page. A story so grand, but trapped in its cage. Where was Allah? Where did he stay?
Where is Allah? Now where is Allah?
Where was the creation, this ancient sand?
Where is the Quraysh?
Fairy tales written myth on demand.
Fairy tales, they're just fairy tales.
Marvel dream like Wakanda's land.
Wakanda, Wakanda forever. Whoosh. Bow, 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 bow. Where is it, guys? Hey, 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 hey. Exactly, guys. I'm still here asking. There is no Muslim on planet Earth that can come up here and answer this question. Even if his beard is 30 meters long. Dope song, what's the title? Where was Allah before the 7th century? I should make a song for this one. Where was Mecca before the 7th century? Where was Muhammad in the 7th century? Prove to me that there was a prophet called Muhammad. Prove to me. I can show you Muhammad like 300 years before the 7th century. I can show you Muhammad in the 1st century. How about that? How about that? I can show you Muhammad in the 2nd century, 3rd century. Was he a prophet? No. Or was he a god? Never heard that one, did you, Christians? Never heard that one, did you? That Muhammad was actually a god. Never heard that one, did you? That's what I'm saying. Us as Christians, we need to come up with new arguments. Oh, Muhammad done this. Oh, Aisha. Oh, he done this to Aisha. Oh, he took his adopted son's wife, Zainab, who was actually his first cousin. He wiped his butt with 3 stones. Like we need better arguments, Christians. Islam is not that complex. It's easy. It's easy. It's like, let's have a huge debate about Spider-Man, me and you. Oh, let's go. Oh, but Spider-Man, he got bitten by this spider. No. He got bitten by that spider. Yeah, but what was the chemical inside the spider that bit him, that made him do the doof, 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 and that powers? Like, really? Oh, but what's his actual name? What's the name of, who's Mary Jane? Mary Jane is his wife. Oh, no, that's not his wife. It's his girlfriend. Oh, let's compare the 2 manuscripts of the Marvels to see. This is silly, guys. This is silly. These things don't exist. These things don't exist. Christians, Stop validating Islam. I'm the only atheist in Islam. All these other Christian streams that, oh, Muhammad, Allah, blah, 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 blah. It don't exist. What don't you guys understand? It's stupid to even get into. Prove to me that there was a prophet called Muhammad in the 7th century. Then I will talk about it. Prove to me that there was a Mecca before the 7th century. Then I will talk about it. Prove to me that Allah existed and he was being worshipped by anybody, anytime before the 7th century. Then I'll talk about it. Because these stories come after the 7th century like every other cult. If you look at Mormonism and the claims that Joseph done, right? Joseph Smith about Mormonism, these can't be verified through history. It's garbage. It's Marvel. It doesn't exist. That's my whole point. Go back in history, see if there was a guy dressed in a suit in the 1960s and 70s swinging from buildings in Manhattan. That doesn't exist because you can't find it. It's not real. The writer doesn't have to say, this story is not real. The way the Marvel books start, it's like it's real. You know, Wakanda, Avatar, Pandora. These things don't exist. And you have these Christians here going back and forth. Oh, the Islamic dilemma. Do you think I care if the Quran says the Bible is true or false? When I started debating Muslims in 2011, in my head, the Bible is false to them. I thought there's verses in the Quran that says the Christians, they changed their whole books completely and made new. So if they said that, did they win? Christians? Did they win if the Quran says that? If the Quran says, yes, they corrupted all of their books. Do you think I care about what a fairy tale book says? Think I care about Marvel and all these garbage myths and fairy tales? Oh, Zeus is throwing lightning from the sky and all of that. There's many gods, there's many religions, there's many fairy tales that people talk about. Abdullah, how you doing?
Yes, sir. I wanted to comment on something you were just talking about.
No, I want you to stick to the topic. That's what I want you to do.
What's the topic?
Right there.
Oh, I can't answer that. I don't know.
Pardon?
I'll just drop.
What'd you say?
I'll just drop.
That's fine.
I can't
brother.
comment on that.
That's fine.
Because I don't know.
That's fine. Well, do your research, come back.
I'm not. It's not something I'm worried about. I'm not even
Well,
researching.
your books are garbage. Your books are lies.
It's not a concern of mine right now, to be honest.
Your books are lies. They're myths. This don't exist.
Okay. And what's the truth?
You should be concerned about, because it proves your so-called God that didn't exist as a liar. It proves that your Muhammad, he doesn't have a birthplace. That doesn't exist. There was no Kaaba. There was no Quraysh. There was none of that. So the fairy tale land that Muhammad supposedly was born in, that don't exist. Islam falls.
It don't exist right now, or it didn't exist in the past?
It exists now, but it didn't exist. There was no Muhammad. There was no prophet called Muhammad.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that instead? Or do you want to talk about Allah? Do you want to talk?
We can talk
about
that.
the place?
I mean, listen, we talk
Do you
about
want to
whatever
talk
we
about
want to talk
God?
about.
Or do you want to talk about Muhammad?
You're Christian?
You choose. I'm making it easier for you because I felt sorry for you when you said you wanted to leave because you can't deal with this.
Yeah, I can't get down with that title. I just don't. It's irrelevant to me. But
Okay, then goodbye.
All right.
And I mean it respectfully.
Okay. I'll be out.
Take care, sir. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
So do we have any Muslims that can come up here and answer this devastating, undefeated question? I guarantee you, if it was the Islamic dilemma, we would have gone back and forth for half an hour. I guarantee you that. Loser. Exactly. So this is extremely easy. Extremely easy. Come up here and say, is there a mention of a place called Israel or Jerusalem in the time of Jesus by anybody? Come here, say that. Say that. Is there a place, was there ever a mention of a Solomon's temple or anything like that in the time of Jesus? And really, show me a writing that says Solomon's temple was destroyed in 70 AD. Show me, away from the Bible. The Bible doesn't say that Solomon's temple was destroyed. That King Baldwin brought up, brought up yesterday, which went completely over my head. Christian Malik, that's what King Baldwin said. Christian Malik, did you know that the writers of the New Testament, we know that they wrote down what happened before 70 AD? I said, why is that, sir? Because they don't mention the temple being destroyed. Amazing. Amazing. Because if they say, oh, the temple was destroyed and something like that, we know that these writings were written down after the 70 AD. Amazing. So, do we have any Muslims that are not scared to engage in real evidence? When we go to court, guys, right, and there's a trial happening, a judge will only accept evidence, right? Imagine if I go to court and I start talking about mythologies and cartoons, oh, the Simpsons, and they're going to think this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. I'm going to give a Simpsons episode for evidence in a court trial. And that's what you guys want me to do. You want me to go and go back and forth with a Muslim, which I can. It's either Quran contradictions and morality of Allah. Who did Allah love before he created anything, right? Like all these things. Oh, Muhammad making false prophecies, saying that the hour was going to come and this guy's not even going to be old, talking about a young boy, right? Contradictions, scientific errors, like all of that. Funny hadith stories, misspellings. Look at the two places that Sabians is written in the Quran. Two places that Sabians is written in the Quran. Go to the two verses. One is Quran chapter 2, verse 62. The other one I can't remember, but there's two instances where Sabians is mentioned. One is Sabiina, the other one is Sabiuna. So one of them is a wrong spelling because it's the same context. How can the spellings change? It's like me saying, oh, the Christians or the Bristians. It makes no sense. So there's spelling mistakes, different Qurans as well, you know. But this here would lead into a back and forth. Yes, brother Emmanuel. Yes, brother Emmanuel. Go to Quran chapter 2, verse 62. Quran chapter 2, verse 62 mentions Sabians. Where is the other place that mentions Sabians? And open up Quran.com and you're going to see it's two different spellings. Same context, where it talks about the Christians, the Jews, and the Sabians. Christians in the two verses, in the two chapters, is written the same. Jews is written the same, but Sabians is Sabiina and Sabiuna. Why is it two different spellings? If it's spoke about by the same Allah. So, Hurry up, Muslims. Are you that fearful? You'd rather be in these other streams going back and forth with these easy Christians. Because I see Muslims joining, the Muslims join my stream, but they're so scared to come up. Because what Muslims
Christian
do,
Malik, sir,
guys, let me tell you what they
I'm back.
do. They look at the title, they go on ChatGPT, right? And they say, oh, give me a Quran, give me the answer to this. And then they come in and they read the answer from the ChatGPT.
Right.
We got a Muslim here. How you doing, sir?
Yo, all right. So your prompt, it says, "Where was Mecca before the 7th century?" So if we look at non-Islamic historical accounts from the 7th century, there's almost no mention of Mecca whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So yeah, so Mecca, didn't even only in Islamic accounts does it show that, which actually leads scholars to think that a lot of the Islamic accounts were later fabrications, like 100 to 200 years later.
Well, the Sirat Rasulullah was compiled by a German in the 19th century.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you know when Christians say, because Christians, they love to validate Islam. They say the Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, the hadiths, they come 200 to 300 years before. No, that's not true. They're talking about a manuscript like the size of this. Then yeah, it comes 200 to 300 years. But a full compiled edition, these are 13th, 14th, 15th century.
Exactly. Yeah, the earliest hadith manuscripts they have are and these are extremely rare, are 10th century.
Yeah.
Another
Exactly.
point is there's no trail of manuscript fragments that they can compile these hadiths at these super late dates, all the way up to the 16th century. So, and to me, what I find puzzling is all this was done on parchment. Parchment is extremely durable. The Muslims are not being persecuted. If they really highly regarded these things, they would have protected them a lot better, took better care of them. So, yeah, this is all problematic. Even Asikadi said that according to academia, they reject the hadiths as being completely unhistorical, of no historical value whatsoever.
Yeah, that is true. And instead of going back and forth and talking about myths and The Simpsons and Dexter's Laboratory and all these cartoons, it makes no sense. I used ChatGPT and it showed Mecca was there. Oh, come up here.
Yeah, come on up.
ChatGPT.
Amazing.
You think we
Amazing.
didn't use ChatGPT as well? King Baldwin, how long have me and you been using ChatGPT for the historical approach?
Over a year, 2 years? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we use it extensively, and not just ChatGPT, but I use all the top AIs.
And do we do
All of
this?
them.
Do we do this every day?
Yes. You
And
know,
did
what
we
got my
find
attention
anything?
was
Did we find anything in these 2 years using ChatGPT?
no.
When we
You know,
rebuttal ChatGPT with the evidence, don't ChatGPT say, "I'm sorry, you're right" every time?
yeah, every time. And so
Yeah.
does Grok 4. All the AIs acknowledge the fact that they're depending upon Islamic traditions and the speculations of these scholars that also depend on Islamic traditions.
Right.
Mhm.
But
Once you
that's
strip
why
all that nonsense away and you simply say, I want the actual historical evidence before the 7th century, then they just cough it up. No, none of this
You
stuff
have
ever existed.
there's another one, guys. There's another one where what's his name? Oh damn. It's a Greek historian. Greek
Pliny?
historian, he mentions Macoraba.
Yeah, Pliny. Yeah.
Right. But Macoraba is just the Greek rendering of a sanctuary or a temple, right? Where the guy says, "Oh, I saw a Macoraba," right? If you
Right.
read it
It's
in its
not
context.
actually
But for
referring to.
example, there's Macorabas all over the world, you know, like a Sikh temple is a Macoraba, you know, a temple for a Buddhist is a Macoraba. And this scholar doesn't give a location. So it could be a Hindu temple in New York. We don't know. It's very ambiguous. But when it comes to this Mecca, this business here, this Kaaba, according to their traditions, maybe you should have checked because people don't like. What's the saying here?
He's been
Okay,
spewing out
approve.
nonsense, sir.
It says maybe you should check because you people don't like research. Well, come up here and disprove me then, Mohammedan. Come up here
Yeah,
and
come up,
disprove me.
Muhammad. Matter of
I
fact, let me.
challenge you.
Yeah,
Come
we're
up
bust
here.
up.
I'm going to make you into a clip. I'm collecting clips of Muslims. I'm making clips. If you know any Muslim, the big beard like this, the big scholars, bring them here. These YouTubers, bring them here. I want to turn all of them into clips. And next Christmas, I'm going to put, I already got a section for shirk, where Muslims do blasphemy, right? Shirk, bid'ah, boom, 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 boom. I got about 20 of these guys doing blasphemy.
Hey, Christian Malik, you know why he has to come up on stage now?
Bro,
Because
I
you
just
muted him?
got
I,
a I got a
I
clip.
muted him for the rest of the live. He's got to come up.
I just
He
got a
ran
clip
away. Oh, he ran
yesterday.
away.
I got a clip yesterday of I got a Muslim to say that Muhammad never received prophecy from Allah, like he wasn't a prophet.
That's, can
That's
I tell
a
you
clip.
something? Shall I tell you something
That's
better
a
that
clip.
happened yesterday with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
A Muslim said that I can do whatever Allah can do. He
And
said,
guess who
whatever
got
Allah can do, I can do also. Not
That's
and
true.
him,
guess
but
who got
me.
him?
I said,
Guess who got him?
whatever Allah can do, can I do? He said, yes. And I said, let me re-ask the question again. You see your Allah, whatever he does, can I do like him, whatever he does? And he says, yes, you can do whatever Allah does. And I was like, thank you for the clip.
And guess who got him to say that? I did.
Yeah, that's a good clip. But yeah, I love debating like Muslims. They're all using AI too and stuff. But you know what's really funny is we have the truth on our side, so we always win anyway. You know, like even
Well,
But
you
here's the key.
can't win by casting pearls to swine. It's a lose-lose
Yeah.
situation.
no, that's true.
Another
But like
another
strictly, that's why I like learning like polemics against Islam and even like atheism, and I debate everybody. But like I don't. Yeah, I would say like casting pearls before swine would be like trying to, show them why Christianity is true. Really like mostly I start out by focusing on why Islam is false.
Hmm. And have you come across where when you try to discuss with a Muslim and you're like, well, when we're talking about Islam, and they're like, what does Islam mean? And then you're like, and then you explain to them what it means, and it's like, Islam's a religion. What does religion mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they do that. When I say,
That's actually
yeah,
how I
like,
cooked the guy the other day. Like, so he went full Socrates on me, right? And so I used that like double standard, on him. And like I got him to like say that, he was asking me all about like my entire like epistemology. Like, how do I know anything at all? And so I go through that, and because actually like my epistemology is based off of the Bible, right? Everything is like anchored to God. I have like one presupposition that actually like everything logically like follows from that. And so I get to like prophecy and revelation, and he's like rejecting that flat out. And so I like turn that on him and stuff really quick about like Muhammad. So like Muhammad didn't receive like divine revelation at all. He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Okay, bro.
And Sam Apologetics, just quickly on the YouTube. Muhammad said he is the first Muslim, but then you get Quran verses that says Moses was the first Muslim, and then Adam was the first Muslim, Abraham was the first Muslim, Jesus was the first Muslim, and then my favorite verse, a few Egyptian guys were the first Muslims. That's my favorite one. Some Egyptian
I
dudes.
didn't
Like,
know that one. That one's funny. Yeah, I knew it said Muhammad was the first Muslim, and then they try to say like Jesus was a Muslim, or Moses was
Okay.
a Muslim.
and they're like, do you know what
Yeah.
Muslim mean? Muslim mean when you submit to one God. And I
You know.
said, if if this here, if I call this here, this watch, if I call this Allah, does it mean, and I submit to this, does it mean that I'm submitting to Allah? And they're like, oh, no, because it needs to be Allah, the creator. And says, okay, so there's attributes where it needs to suit Allah, right? And said, yes. And it says, so show me where Jesus submitted to God, And then they
Yeah.
will take you to Matthew 26, where Jesus was bowing down and praying like a Muslim, and then Jesus said, my father. And then you ask them, well, is Allah a father? The Bible says God is spirit and we should worship him in spirit and in truth. So God is spirit. Show me a Quran verse that says Allah is spirit or Allah is father. An honest Muslim will say, yeah, no, we cannot say that.
Exactly.
But a Muslim who wants to win, they would throw Allah under the bus and say, yes, we can call him father in a
Yeah.
sense. Like,
they do that sometimes.
what's his name? Central Dawah, Central Inner Sense Dawah. That's what I call him, because he came here and he absolutely embarrassed himself in a sense. Diego, tell me you're a Muslim.
Oh, pedophile Israel. Why don't speak for Israel? Who killed, burned children alive? Oh, piece of shit. Or
I can't hear you. You need to take that sock out of your mouth.
Shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
Take that sock out of your mouth.
Shut the fuck up, piece of shit. Oh,
That's what Aisha said to Muhammad when he tried to mount her.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Like to be considered a Muslim, that requires like a very specific concept of God and theology to go along with that. If Jesus submitted to the triune God of Christianity, he submitted to the Father. Then that's completely different. From the theology that you see in Islam.
Oh, that was a good one, man. Oh man, I should have reversed it. Shut the F up, you mother effer. And I should have said, that's what Muhammad said to Aisha when he was mounting her. But I said it the other way around. I said that's what Aisha said to Muhammad when he was trying to mount her. Oh, because I thought of it quickly.
Can I make a point real quick, you guys?
What, that Muslims are scared to engage with me?
No, I'm just going to help the gentleman out on his point. According to Dr. Michael Heiser and a number of Hebrew scholars, the Jewish concept of God in Temple Judaism was that the one true God was multi-personal. This is before Christianity. So when you say, what God did Jesus worship? Because he was part of Temple Judaism, not Rabbinic Judaism, but Temple Judaism, then his God was a multi-personal God. You understand my point?
Yeah, it wouldn't fit the definition of Tawhid, even like under classical Judaism. It would their concept of Yahweh would fail. And we can go to tons of verses throughout the Old Testament where, like, I can show you the
Yeah,
Trinity.
we know this, but
Yeah.
Rabbinic Judaism is not even real Judaism. Judaism ended when the temple got destroyed, and it got destroyed because they rejected their Messiah. Once you reject the Messiah, that's not free. The condemnation of Judaism was the complete destruction of the temple, which means they're finished.
Something interesting about that too is like since Jesus was crucified, all of the offerings at the temple were rejected until it was destroyed in 70 AD.
Yeah, that's true.
King Baldwin.
So yes, sir.
There's a Muslim here saying that Zamzam is a true well, and it could be proven before the 7th century.
Yeah, I've heard all that kind of nonsense. This is typical Mohammedan
Come up
dualism
here,
nonsense.
Muslim. Come up here with all these jokes. Oh, you guys are. Truth. Come up here. You here. Come up here. So you're on YouTube. Come to TikTok and type in Christian Malik. You are hilarious, my friend. Let's try this. Oh, he ran away.
Motherfucker. Or piece.
Are you right? Can you control
Or
yourself?
pedophile. Or motherfucker Israel.
Oh gosh. This is what Islam teaches you guys. This is what Islam.
I mean,
I've never heard a Christian come up here and then talk like this with such disgusting mouth. Like, this is the product of your God, your mythology. This is what.
no, it's a byproduct of endless generations of inbreeding.
Sir, I don't know if you can say that. I would have said that already.
Yeah, so actually, like, if we look at Islamic countries, they have a disproportionately, like, low average IQ due to the fact that they have generations of inbreeding because they do cousin marriage. And it's just, like, permissible in that culture. It's kind of crazy.
Wait, am I allowed to say that? I won't get banned for saying that, or is there a way to say it?
I don't think there's I mean, as long as you're not like calling them like, you know, saying it really, really derogatory
The
or something.
The R word.
Yeah.
Right,
Stuff
right.
like that. But I mean,
Can I say
it's an objective fact that they have lower IQ, you know.
Right. So, talking. So I say, in a scientific aspect of it, like that, right? Just
Yeah.
try and be polite with it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is, I did see that. It was a debate between Daniel Hakikachu.
Yes, that's where I got that from. It's very funny. I love that debate.
Yeah. Was the other guy? The other guy was an atheist, right?
No, actually, he was a Christian.
Oh, he was a
wasn't
Christian,
acting
but
all Christian-like.
He's
but
a bit like me, you know.
yeah.
Like very upfront, like aggressive as well. Like,
sure, yeah. Yeah, he was entertaining. That was the first debate I watched of his. He did another one recently against an atheist. I'm trying to think of the guy's name, but yeah, he came up with that argument. I loved it. I've been running it a little bit. It's kind of funny.
So, Sam Apologetics, and yeah, you're completely right. Quran chapter 65 verse 4 does teach that. And if you want to back up your statement, go and look at the tafsirs from Ibn Abbas, which the guy didn't exist. They attributed it to him. I don't think it was Ibn Abbas who wrote that, but Ibn Abbas is written there, Tafsir Ibn Abbas. Al-Jalalain, which is the two Jalals, Ibn Kathir, Al-Mawdudi, At-Tabari, Al-Qurtubi, and they will all agree with what you're saying. The Muslims won't. They don't respect their scholars. They really don't. They use their scholars when they want, and they throw them under the bus when they want. But if you look at the Sharia, then you will see a combination of Quran chapter 65 verse 4, because the Sharia really teaches. I can't even talk about the Sharia. I'm on TikTok. I would love to, sir. I would love to talk about the Sharia. But the Sharia will I will make a stream about the Sharia. We'll make a good stream about the Sharia and invite Lloyd Dion, and he can teach us about the Sharia. I think I'll let Lloyd do it, because I'll tell him go from the beginning, and if I need to ask him any questions, I will. But Lloyd, I'll tell him to share the screen, and he can do a presentation, and then BAM! And I can just tell people to go to the video and talk about the Sharia. You put like a good thumbnail. Don't overcomplicate it. Just bullet points quickly, you know, and evidences will be there. Oh, you guys want to see the picture? Look at that. Look at that. This is sci-fi. This is not real. As you can see, sci-fi, it's not real. It doesn't exist. So I want to see the Muslims come up here and answer this question. Did you guys realize so far they don't come up?
Yeah, most of them are scared to debate unless it's on their own panel with like 50 Muslims to back them up. And just one Christian at a time or something. That's crazy.
For example, this is what happened before. There was one Muslim didn't want to debate me. So I said, okay. He's like, oh, can I bring my friend to help me? I said, bring 2 of your friends. So there was 3 Muslims on the panel versus me. If you don't have the truth, having 50 people, it doesn't help. Because my question will be there and you'll be arguing. They were talking over each other. And
Right.
I can also go in a Muslim panel and make them fight against each other.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a master at that. I can go
sit
inside a
back,
Muslim
yeah.
panel and make them fight against each other. I've done that many times.
I just
Wait.
start talking logic and they all start talking over me, interrupting and stuff constantly, and you know, they panic and stuff and try to like use rhetoric to control the stage, but you know, every chance I get a second to speak, you know, they don't even let me land my point. They're like, oh no, he's saying something good, we gotta like interrupt him.
Exactly. What
And
does
then they
this
just
button
drop
do?
you. Yeah.
What do I do if I press this button, guys? Let me see. Oh, damn. Look, your comments are featured on the thing now.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. This is a better layout, guys. What are you saying, people on YouTube? Is this a better layout? Do you guys like this one better like this? Or how it was before? I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning, guy, man. I'm still learning, guys. I'm from the streets, man. I'm from the streets. Look at this. This is fantastic. So now you guys' comment get to feature on the YouTube channel. This is amazing. Amazing. Fantastic. See, I'm learning this. Look, Allah is Baal. Amazing. Yes. I love the new layout, Malik. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I don't have no one to help me with technology, man, and this is the first time I'm using computers, you know. My wife had to teach me the basics of computers because I don't come from that background where we deal with technology, so everything is new to me. That's the way it should be, interactive. Exactly, brothers, exactly. I hope that's good. But still, we need some Mohammedans here to have a discussion with me, guys. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You're making me feel like I am Allah. You're elevating me. Don't do this. Refute me, guys. I want you guys to come up here and give me some sort of, so I can be like, wow, this guy, he made a very good point, or he proved that, so I can refine. This is baby talk. Muhammad, see how disrespectful Mohammedans. See how disrespectful. I don't understand what y'all are saying. Who's disrespectful, brothers? Mohammedans, see how disrespectful. I don't understand these comments. But we do need Muslims, Christians. Tap the like, tap the like, tap the like, tap the like. Not
I like
on
your
YouTube.
prompt, by the way. So, do most Muslims claim that Mecca existed before the 7th century?
They have
Yes.
to. They have to.
They have to. Okay.
They have to. Because
If it didn't exist, that means Islam is not Abrahamic.
Adam built the Kaaba in Mecca.
Oh, okay.
And then after Adam, they put idols in it, then it was destroyed. And then Abraham built the Kaaba in that very same position.
Gotcha.
And then it was destroyed and they put idols in it. And it was been an idol temple, but Mecca still existed, being worshipped by whatever, right? And then the time of Muhammad, when he came, he removed all the idols, but it was destroyed and rebuilt many times, but it's in that very same position. So we're talking about the Kaaba was in Mecca from the start of the world.
Wow.
So we
And
should
there's
be
no
able to
mention
see
of it. Yeah.
evidence of people saying there was this house in this location, and like because people traveled all over Arabia, bro. We have Byzantine, Abyssinian, Babylonian, Persian writings, Greek writings, Roman writings about this area, and none of them mention this Mecca in the Saudi Arabia. None of them talk about that. That's why. And also in the Sirat of Rasulullah, they mention it as well. What was that
Yeah.
on my head? I saw something on my head.
Oh yeah, I sent you like whatever you call it, like a follow thing. No, it's like something other than a follow. It's like a coin. A member. I joined your fan club. That's what it was.
Oh, okay, brother. Thank you, man. I don't really. I'm learning, bro. I don't know these things, man.
Yeah, whenever you see that, it means someone joined your fan club.
And I was clicking on them. I clicked on a button. Yeah, it said combination, and I gave this Mohammedan about 30 roses, and he was talking bad about the Bible. Then I'm like, oh my god, I should read things properly, man. I should read things properly. I said to a Christian, what am I doing? He goes, oh, you gifted him gifts. And I'm like, yeah, but is it money? He goes, yeah, you can transfer it into real money. So I just pay this Mohammedan to talk bad about Christ. Amazing.
Yeah, got to be more careful. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. So far, we don't have any Muslims to come here and talk. Amazing. I'm going to start doing my streams earlier, right? Because obviously, wake up early, do what I have to do, and do streams earlier, right? So I don't want to do streams late at night. I need to cater to because my public is weird, like on YouTube and on TikTok. Well, TikTok is majority like UK, overwhelmingly UK. But on YouTube it's 50-50. It's half America, half UK. So you do know like America's like 5 hours, 4 hours back. So I'm still seeing which time to come up, which time to do streams. And sometimes I'll be doing a stream and then you have other Christians on, and I've already messaged them. I messaged Bear, and I said, you don't take all these Muslims from me. Yeah, I need some Muslims. I don't want to microwave what you previously barbecued, because it doesn't taste good. When the meat comes off the barbecue, boom, then you can eat it. But I don't want to microwave barbecued meat. It's not the same thing. So he said he will send some food my way. So it will be good. So let's see. But if I was a Muslim, I wouldn't come and debate me. I wouldn't.
I appreciate you having me up on the panel too. I'd love to join some more too. I love debating with Muslims. I'm kind of new to apologetics, but I've been learning lots of arguments, and I got tons of them posted on my page too. And if you're ever interested in like messaging about like debate topics, I'm always open to do that.
Okay, yeah, let me follow you.
Cool.
Damn, what happened? Went white like Michael Jackson. Why is everything bright? Oh, there you go. Oh, we have a Muslim here. Are you a Mohammedan?
Hi.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes.
Where is Mecca before the 7th century?
And my question for you is that do you pray?
Is this question really that devastating, guys?
I guess so. You can't
This
even
question
answer
really-
it.
It's extremely devastating.
Go ahead, sir.
It's extremely devastating. If you have no Mecca, you have no Islam. Islam becomes a cult of pure deception.
Well, I did say to you when we previously spoke before the stream, I said, shall I do Mecca? Shall I do Allah? Or shall I do Muhammad? You said we should do Mecca. Okay, we do Mecca. Tomorrow we will do Muhammad. Next time we will do Allah. And then Mecca.
You know, on our Discord channel, about a year ago, a Mohammedan came in while I was in there. He wanted to challenge me, and he was going to use ChatGPT against me. I said, Mohammedan, you sure you want to do that?
I remember that.
Do you have any idea who I am? Within 3 minutes, I had him cussing out ChatGPT. He said he called ChatGPT the N-word.
The N-word, yeah.
Said he was not going to listen to it anymore. And I destroyed Islam right in front of his face with his ChatGPT 5 or whatever that ChatGPT.
Yeah, G, I invited you and it said you disconnected. Hopefully this guy's a Muslim.
Yo, bro, you couldn't destroy anything.
Right.
Yo, Drake, what are you telling me, Drake? What's happening?
Are you willing to engage?
Not in sexual activities in this discussion, yes.
King Baldwin, you think this guy's going to be
He's not qualified
honest?
to be on this stage.
I'm qualified.
No, he's not. He's got to go. He's got to go. He can't even act like an adult. We don't waste time with kids, man.
Why would you look? Why would you
All that
look
kiddie
at?
nonsense.
Why would you look at a man and call him Drake, and then afterwards talk about having sex? Bro, you're gay, bro.
Hey, he's not qualified to be on the
You're
stage.
gay. That's what you are, gay boy. And let me.
This is what happens.
Let me block. No,
when
let me
there's
block
too
you.
much
No,
inbreeding
1
in
second, sir. I need to concentrate here. Right, let me block you. Let me block you for that gay comment. How dare you, batty boy. Batty boy. Now you're gone. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. This is what the Muslim was saying to me in Discord. I said, you really want to use AI on me, sir? Do you really want to do that? And he got destroyed.
Yeah.
He hung around for a couple days, then he left the server.
It doesn't matter, man. If you got the truth on your side, you always win. You can't change what is true and what is false or what is